Yeah, what is going on, everybody? Happy Thursday to everybody. And today in this IRL stream, since these streams are kind of doing well, I appreciate everybody that stops by. Even if you miss it, just give it a big like. Um, Before I begin, I have two polls out for Pokemon of what your favorite fire Pokemon was and your favorite ghost Pokemon. If you voted for other in the fire Pokemon poll, please comment and let me know what your favorite Pokemon is. I would love to hear what it was or what it is. So, in this IRL stream, we are going to talk about uh, the racing for the end of the season in the dirt side and the NASCAR side. Now, oh, excuse me. Now, bear with me here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really watch NASCAR that much, so I'm probably gonna miss a few things on this on the NASCAR side. But I'm gonna begin with dirt. I live in a state where it's pretty much dirt up here. It's not really known for NASCAR. We got Watkins Glen up here, but we don't really get like really any traction. We got more dirt tracks up here than we have you know NASCAR provided tracks in the state of New York. So basically, I'm going to start with the dirt side of it. So dirt side of it was great this year. I was at one race this year at my local track where I live, and I was so glad for Justin Harris to win the Gerald Harris Memorial for his dad after so many tries. He finally got it. It was great to see that. Uh, I was happy for Money Matt Williamson to win the Dirt Track Championship again this year at Canandaigua. So that was pretty awesome as well. Now I'm going to move on to the Super Dirt Car Series, and a lot of people are probably like, like my dad and a lot of other people, where they're getting sick and tired of Money Matt Williamson, winning. He's won back to back years, but I can say this. I am very happy that Money Matt Williamson has won back to back years. He has had a dominant season the past 2 years. Last year, he, had some competition with Superman Matt Shepard. So that in itself was really good. But him coming off of this stellar season, winning by 114 points to Alex Yanikowski, that was awesome to see. But here is my outtake to it. I think Money Matt Williamson is going to be very strong next year. No question in my mind. Uh, but there's probably two people that you need to keep an eye on next year, and that's Alex Yankowski, and that's also Alex Payne. Uh, Both those guys, young, have very great equipment. I believe that they both could possibly put up a good performance with Money Matt Williamson. I'm not going to count out Matt Shepard, but Matt Shepard really doesn't have to win anything else. I mean, he has really nothing to prove. I mean, he's a 10-time Super Dirt Car Series champion, or 11, I want to say. So he really doesn't have anything to prove. Another driver that I kind of want to see do something next year is Peter Britton. That's my buddy Brian's favorite driver is Peter Britton. So I would love to see Peter do something next year. But all in all, the season was really good. I can't really complain. Other than Stuart Friesen's accident, and hopefully Stu can come back stronger next year when he's ready to return to the Truck Series and the Super Dirt Car Series as well. So all in all, I think that the dirt side of it was really great for the modifieds. And again, I'm not covering the late models because we don't get them up here in upstate New York. They don't really come around here like they used to. So that's the reason why I'm not covering the late models or the sprint cars. We don't usually get the sprint cars up here either. So it's pretty much the modifieds that I'm going to cover there. So basically, what I'm saying is I think Money Man is going to come off next year, I think he's going to have another strong season. I honestly believe that he is easily going to probably win another track championship at Canada, well, again, where I live, and he's going to have a stellar season. No question. He has the right equipment. He's absolutely a really good guy. I met this man, and he's a really good guy. Money Matt Williamson. He's an awesome guy. He's really laid back for a driver. So if you ever get the chance to come around here, you want to meet some of these drivers. They're really really cool to meet. They're really really nice to talk to, and that's where I'm gonna lie there. So on moving on to the NASCAR side of it, I want to start with the trucks first. Congratulations to Corey Heim. I knew he was going to win the Truck Series championship. I was pulling for Caden Honeycutt because Caden was taking over for Stu. And Caden actually did a really good job filling in for Stu the rest of the way of the season this year. Uh, and like I said, hopefully Stu's able to come back stronger and he's able to race. Um, and hopefully, bright side up here for Stu. But Corey Heim was a dominant driver all year long this past year, so I kind of figured that Corey Heim was going to win it. I've been hearing reports that he's possibly going to get promoted to the Xfinity Series. I don't know if that's true, but I did hear that he could possibly get promoted to the Xfinity Series. Moving on to the Xfinity Series, that series was really really weird at Phoenix, and everybody thought it should have been Connor Zillage, including myself, because of how many wins Connor Zillage had as a rookie. That kid should have won the Xfinity Series championship this year. Granted, yes, applauds to Jordan Love. He did a really good job this year too. But in my opinion, I think Connor Zillage should have had it. I'm sure a lot of other people would agree with me on that statement. But all in all, I was happy that Jordan Love won it. It kind of shook it up a little bit in the Xfinity Series. Now going into the Cup Series, and this is just going to be my little final bit here. I'm sure a lot of people didn't think Kyle Larson was going to win this championship. I'm sure a lot of people thought Denny Hamlin was going to win it. I'm sure a lot of people thought that Chase Briscoe was going to win it after him filling in for taking over that 19 car for Martin Truex Jr. I'm sure a lot of people thought that William Byron was going to win it because William Byron had a great season this year. But again, you have someone that can be in almost anything, and Kyle Larson can win in almost anything, and he has proven that. So I'm kind of impressed that Kyle Larson gambled, taking two tires, and beating Denny Hamlin to win the championship. I feel bad for Denny, and there's always next season. I'm not quite sure how much that took out of him for trying to pull for a championship, but hopefully next season he could get it before he retires. A lot of people are saying that Denny Hamlin is the Mark Martin of the modern era. I'm not really quite sure about that, in my opinion. But we'll see how the next few years play out for that man. As for the whole NASCAR thing, I watched a few races here and there. Not a bad season. Not really, not a bad season at all. What I'm excited for next year in NASCAR in general is them racing at San Diego on the Air Force Base, I believe. On the U.S. Naval Air Force Base, I believe. I could be wrong, but I want to say that's what I'm saying here. I think I've seen that. And another track that is finally making its return is Chicagoland. And I cannot wait for Chicagoland. Now, the only thing that I kind of find weird here is the All-Star race at Dover. I think it's going to be interesting to see Dover as the All-Star race. But, we'll see where that leads because, I'm more of a fan of it being at Charlotte. You got Memorial Day weekend, you got the All-Star race, then you got the Coca-Cola 600 that, kind of follows suit right after that. So I wish they would keep it at Charlotte instead of moving it around, but we'll see about that. The only other thing I'm happy about is it's finally the championship for or whatever it's going to be next year for the the points system and everything. I'm happy that it's going back to Homestead. It should have stayed at Homestead all along. I don't mind Phoenix, but Homestead is a really exciting track. I honestly think that it should have stayed at Homestead anyways. But we'll see how next year's season plays out. But other than that, guys, I will be back for F1 talk for after the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Hard to believe that F1 is going to be over here pretty soon. We have 3 races remaining, and I'm excited to see how it's going to end this year in F1 as well. So with that, guys, I just wanted to make a quick little racing video, and I will catch you all next time. Peace.